Hello, I'm Doc Hall, chairman of the Compression Institute, which is an offshoot of a book I finished about 2-3 years ago now. I've been asked several times to describe why the book was written and how it came about. It's a long story. The book took about 10 years to write. The actual writing wasn't that long, but really compiling information to write about did. The ideas probably go back for at least 50 years beyond that. The book I hesitated to write because I wasn't sure that it would be effective or that it was really needed. Maybe it was better off if it wasn't written. And Sherry Ford and a few other people that I talked to about it said, go ahead and write this. If you don't, you'll regret it. And so finally finished the project. I want to describe the book a little bit. Only the first chapter really describes the case for compression, and that's the mess we're in because the world's a finite place. We keep expanding and so on. And still we have all kinds of problems with overconsumption. We just don't recognize it. So there's a lot of data and a lot of information as of about 3 years ago, only in the first chapter. The conclusion from that chapter is that we have to learn, especially in the industrial world, to live better but use a lot less doing it. That objective simplifies things a great deal. And the reason for that is that I and most of the people with the Institute come from a business and operations background. We're not really environmentalists. Started out saying, well, is this environmental situation serious? And if so, what do we do about it? The middle part of the book is a lot of what we do about it. We now call it compression thinking. Many of the ideas come from the lean movement, from the quality movement, from some of the best of many companies seen over a 20 or 30-year history prior to the book. They may not have been particularly environmentally oriented, but they were working very hard to be the very best they could be in today's world. How different is compression thinking? Well, you've got to learn to think long-term, very broadly. It's almost the opposite of very short-term business financial incentives. The latter part of the book gets into a type of organization that we started to call a vigorous learning organization. That's not pulled out of thin air. It's a composite of several very good companies performing way above the average bear seen over a period of maybe 25 years. I don't think anybody human can actually do everything that's described in a vigorous learning organization, but they can come close, and close may be good enough. The very last part of the book is something we haven't really touched as a part of the Compression Institute. It's the global problems from compression. If we're successful, we'd have a very flat demographic profile in age, meaning we've got a lot of old people to take care of somehow, some way, and our whole system isn't set up to do that. We may have a problem with changing employment or unemployment, and there are many social issues we don't delve into. The real focus of compression and of the Compression Institute is on work organizations of all kinds, government, nonprofit, as well as profit, and what they can do to help make the world a better place and to help individuals become much better using a lot less, but living at least as well as now. So we hope you'll join with us and make the world a better place.